fuck your leg. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Never End Podcast, the podcast open to everyone, especially us, because we're doing 3 shows today. Hey, my name's Luke. I'm your host of the Never Open Podcast, and with me, as always, is Mr. Andy. Say hello, Mr. Andy.
Hello, Mr. Andy. Hello, Luke, and hello to the listeners, and goodbye to legs, because
That's right.
sorry, if you have legs and you're in Best of Super Juniors, better say goodbye to them.
Yeah, I'm wanting to see, like, all right, there's some bare-legged wrestlers right now, maybe knee pads and stuff, that's fine, some boots and whatever, but as the show goes on, they're going to be covered with more and more tape as we go, right? It's just completely bandaged legs and then walking like mummies into the thing and like, please don't put a submission hold on me.
Makabe won't have anything to wrap his burgers up with anymore.
Someone stole his laugh on night 3 and I fucking love you, Evil. We'll talk about that. But before we get into the first 3 nights of the Best of the Super Juniors 32, there are ways people can contact and interact with us if they wish to. We're on the Blue Sky. I am at grumpy2eb.bluesky.social. Mr. Guy is drucifertweets.bluesky.social. We're Never Open Pod. .bluesky.social. Hey, what a coincidence. And if you want to send us a written or voice email, you can do that too. neveropenpod@gmail.com. If you want to send us no, we've done that. I've done that. But if you've got any of that, I'm just so excited. Sasha Banks money kicking our way. We have a Teespring store where you can buy merch that'll make you look never as fuck. And see me do this excited intro right now on YouTube. Hello, we're doing this at Super Juniors. Oh my god, I love tournament season. We're on YouTube, Never Open Podcast. Hello, give me a like, dislike. No, don't do that. Oh, you can if you want. Share and subscribe too. All that stuff. Yay. Hello. Hi.
Engagement is engagement, Luke. So
that's right.
We'll take whatever we can get. But yes, 3 nights at Best of Super Juniors. So we're going to have the first 2 nights, which have preview tags or whatever. I guess they are preview tags. And then the last night, which is the third night, which is it's just all matches, all tournament matches. And they started doing that a couple years ago, and it's kind of wild. It's fun. A lot happens in one night. You know what I mean? Things change all in one night, and it's kind of fun. I like when they have them all in one night like that.
I think the only exhausting thing about it is, I've got to do pretty good notes for 10 matches in a row. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, awesome, but that's just me being a grumpy podcaster. But
well, we've only promised that we'll be adequate.
That's
we
right.
Never once promised we'd be pretty great. So
that's right. Did I say pretty great? Oh my god! Now I'm overhyping this.
Mm-hmm.
But before we do the actual show, I just want to point out that we have music, and usually for a tournament we will use some form of tournament music. But the music industry are dicks. They don't like everyone listening to music and being like, I like that music, so I'll go to the place where the music is and listen to it more there. No, they're like, wow, these 2 podcasters that get dozen of listeners every time. They can't use that Dua Lipa song. That might give them a couple more listens. No, they might make money off it. What? She's not on our fucking t-shirts. What are you talking about? All that kind of stupid shit. Like, So, it's a good thing that my co-host, producer extraordinaire, also is fucking good on the guitar and makes some awesome music. So we're not hearing the awesome punk rock theme tune for the Best of the Super Juniors on our shows, even though I really like that theme tune.
It's really good. It's got all these. It's not just punk rock. It's got sections. Like there's like anime punk rock. Then it's like, it's got this quasi kind of like metal with like brutal lyrics and stuff. It's like there's a lot going on in that song. And there's a lot less going on in the song I wrote.
Well, maybe, but it's a bit of a punk rock fuck your leg anthem is what I'm going to refer to it as. Mm-hmm. And I like it too. I like it a lot. So
you gave me the idea. I was like, well, I need to do this because we're not going to be able to use the music because Spotify keeps taking episodes down because it has music. And luckily they haven't taken any of the G1 episodes down, but if they do, then I gotta, so anyway, I was like, well, I'll go ahead and write a theme song. And you were like, okay, well, I wrote like a little basic thing. And you were like, yeah, this needs to have, fuck your leg, and it needs to have 32. And so that's pretty much all the lyrics, so you wrote the lyrics pretty much, because the lyrics are never open podcast, best of Super Juniors. You can't sort of glory without legs.
That's right. That's fucking
That's the
great.
best I could do. So not good lyrics, but it's fun. It's there to get you hyped. And I say fuck legs in general,
Absolutely. So it is tournament season, which means we'll just get right down to it. We won't be doing fun. Well, mind you, hopefully us talking about the matches is fun, but we won't be doing like diaries and things like that. It's just like, we've got lots to cover. And we don't usually do 3 shows anymore. We usually have hit a rhythm where we can space things out pretty well, but I had tire trouble yesterday and the meltdown. So we're doing 3 today instead of 2 yesterday. So deal with it, everyone. I know they've got more podcasts to listen to. Fucking.
Do you think Clark Connors had anything to do with your tire trouble? Could be. Just saying. The first show, Luke, is in Chiba, which is hick country. Yeah. And I am fired up because I watched the Japanese commentary, but this is that building that has that wild ceiling. It's all diamonds and shit, and it's so cool looking. And it's like any other general gymnasium except with a cool ceiling. So
I wonder if there's a Lucy up there as well. Yeah. So anyway, let's start with our first match. I won't say too much on it. It's a preview tag, but it's Ninja Mac and Tetsuya Murashima versus Robbie X and Taiji Ishimori. Murashima's taken bowling. Yeah, awesome. Poor guy. He's the heavy too, but hey, you're a young lion, so you're jobbing big time for these fucking guys.
Rolling around in the chairs is part of New Japan now, so you better learn how to do it,
In case you haven't seen it, Chris is actually really nice enough to not spoil anything that happens on Resurgence. And we're also nice enough not to spoil anything that happened on it because we don't really watch it. So,
hey, somebody won, and it wasn't Goto, but he did win.
Yeah. By the way, Robbie X says, get over here at some point, which makes me laugh. And Ishimori's back to being a heel. And they're both trying to fuck with this Ninja Max mask. Anyway, there's a savage boner lock on Murashima for the win. So, yeah.
Yeah, Murashima grabbed Ishimori in that match, which was pretty fun.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Yeah, he's like, he got boner locked for it.
He's got to fuck those legs up too.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ishimori, you might luck out. Because a lot of times he goes, fuck your arm. We'll talk about a wrestler who uses fuck your arm or fuck your leg to distract from fuck your arm later in the tournament. There's some fucking awesome shit that we get to talk about. Anyway, next match, Luke, is another tag match. It's Mao, Tiger Mask, and Shoma Kato versus Taguchi, Master Wato, and Kevin Naito. And Shoma Kato's back. It's good to see him.
Hair.
I know. It's a lot out of control. I don't know. The hair's a little much for me. I'm just like, come on now. You don't have a gimmick yet. Take it easy. So
I know.
But this is funny when Wato comes in, he's got the tag belt and he makes a fan smell the glove like Yoshihashi. And that made me laugh. That was funny. But anyway.
No.
And then we get Wato and Kato wrestling. It's really good. Taguchi in versus Tiger Mask, and Wato kicks Tiger Mask's ass. And that was fun. Kevin Naito's gear is amazing. It's awesome. It's like, I don't really talk about gear very much because it's all pretty good usually. This is special gear. This gear is amazing. It's like gold and it's metallic. His boots are metallic in a way that I don't think I've ever seen boots be metallic before. So
yeah, Chumpy saw those boots and was like, "Oh, I want some of those."
Yeah, he's pissed. Somebody's trying to bury him. So anyway, Mao scares Wato off the apron. I don't like that. But anyway, Mao and Kevin put on a show though, and it's really great. There's a hoe train on Wato, and then Kato grabs Wato, German suplex. Wato wins.
That's right. That's how you start a goddamn show. High angle German. Hell yeah. All right, so next we've got Yo and Toriano versus Robbie Eagles and Hartley Jackson. And apparently Eagles this year matches Prince Devitt for most best of Super Juniors appearances for a Western wrestler. So that's really cool. We get like Yano slapping Hartley Jackson's head. Like, that's a good idea, mate. So I like it when he gets elbow drop crunched. And then they TMDK boys just arm twist Yano over and over again. Love it. So Jackson is chopping Yo, and that's good stuff too. Yes, that's right. Weaken him for the main match coming up. Good. There's a Hogan leg drop on Yano as well, which makes me laugh by Hartley Jackson. I'm like, I've been seeing a few of these on New Japan lately. They make me chuckle for some reason. No, the other one I saw was on Takatochi Mania. That's right.
Maybe it's a Nia Jax leg drop. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, okay. She does those, does she? All right. Yeah, I can't remember. Obviously, you
I think so. If you're a big man, you got to do that, or big woman, whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, only big people have legs strong enough for those kind of things. But low blow by Yano on Hartley Jackson for the win. I'm like, boo! You're not doing anything with Yano. I want to see Hartley get a win.
It will happen when it matters. You know what I mean? Yeah. When it matters most, it'll finally happen. But finally, true. Luke, the Best of Super Juniors begins, and here we go. B Block is opening the show, and for New Japan matches that are Best of Super Junior anyway. And it's Show versus Nick Wayne, and Nick Wayne is Batman's like brother-in-law or something like that. It's like he thinks he's cool, but anyway, Show gets a mic. And he trash talks all the Hicks, and it's pretty funny. And he pimps a new House of Torture towel, but it actually says Nick Wayne is a hick on the towel, I think, or something. So that's pretty funny. But anyway,
maybe sorry, just one thing before we start. Maybe this is what Ian means when he says this, but I saw Nick Wayne, and I'm like, is this what Ian means when he says some such and such has fuckboy energy? Because look at that outfit. So that's my amazing note, and please continue.
Okay. Well, anyway, so we are in Chiba after all. So Nick Wayne, maybe he is a hick, but he shines for a bit, but then Sho cheats and takes it into the crowd. And Kenta Sato is very upset with Sho and his hand-breaking antics. So Sho hits Nick Wayne's arm with a chair while it's wrapped around the ring post, which is pretty funny. And it's like, welcome to New Japan. I'm going to hit you with a chair. So
I'm going to bust your arm open with a chair as well.
Sho also disrespects the ROH title, which is pretty funny. That made me laugh. So Nick comes back, though, with a drop kick and some moves where he totally forgets his arm's destroyed. But it's Best of Super Juniors. It's fine. And then he remembers, and then he doesn't. And then he remembers. But he is not a seasoned wrestler, so selling is not his strong point yet. One day. But that's normal for someone who is young. But big dive from Nick Wayne. He soars to glory. Soar to glory, young man. Ref distraction. The spanner's out. But Kenta Sato catches Wayne with the spanner. All part of Sho's plan. Low blow, backstabber, but Wayne kicks out. Suplex and lariats are landed. Great bridging German from Nick Wayne for 2. His arm injury is a distant memory at this point. And Fisherman suplex for the win. He gets 2 points. And Sho has 0.
He does. That is true. It's called a prodigy plex, apparently. So there is that. And I do like Sho handing Nick Wayne a towel. That pretty much says he's a country bumpkin. So welcome to New Japan, Nick Wayne. And I like that match. It was a nice little start. And it's good seeing this side of Nick Wayne. It's good, I like him in AEW, but, it's more character stuff. He's more Christian son and all this kind of stuff. And probably doing a bit more jobby stuff over there in AEW. I don't know now, but that's what I used to see him do, as Christian's henchman. But seeing him here, I think he's going to fit right in. He's going to be fine.
He's not a jobber in New Japan, I'll tell you that much.
No,
grumble.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I'll grumble later.
So that was B block to start the show. Now we've got A block. So, okay, we're mixing up the blocks even on preview nights. Okay, I can get behind that. We got Dragon Dyer versus Yoshinobu. Oh, that son of a bitch. Kanemaru. Dragon Dyer is rocking a pink dragon mask. He's cool. He's handsome, by the way. He's a handsome young man.
I know.
I think the mask works as well. So it's like, Despy, handsome dude. But he rocks the mask. See? Same thing. Maybe it's not just ugly people that wears the mask, because who's the Mexican wrestler, the really handsome one with Charlotte? What's his name again?
Andrade? I don't think they're
Andrade.
together anymore, Luke. Keep up
No,
with the
sorry.
times. You know, but he's very handsome as well. You're right. Most masked wrestlers, they take off the mask and you're like, what the fuck have you been doing? You know what I mean?
It's because the other wrestlers are like, no. That's not going to work for us, brother. We want to get some ladies, so put the fucking mask on right now.
You're probably right.
Yeah. But there's a very late Kanemaru Gambit. He waits until Dragon Dai is almost in the ring. Kenta Sato rings the bell, even though both are on the outside. Hey, it's a Hasa torture match. He's like, nah, fuck this. Bing, bing, bing.
They don't care anymore. That used to be a thing. It's not a thing anymore.
No.
If they're in the vicinity, if they're on their way from the car park, it's okay. Just ring the bell.
Yeah, that's right. You know what I like about this match? And I don't know, like, you think old wrestlers, I mean, not all of them, but, you know, a lot of old wrestlers are like, here's the formula of what I do, and it's good. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's always good to see it. It's great. And then I see, like, Kanemaru's I'm kind of bored. You know, I'm gonna do the same old stuff, but I'm gonna do it in ways you might not have seen very often or at all. So Dragon Dai's on the apron. You think Kanemaru's gonna knee smash him on the apron? Nah. Yanks him all the way off the apron, knee smash to the floor. That's fucking cool. There's a leg drop and another cool knee smash as well. Kanemaru, he's starting to fuck your leg. He knows what time it is. He's looking to torture Dragon Dia. Lots of keeping Dragon Dia grounded. I'm going to say Dia and Dia, everyone. Just get used to it. He makes the ropes from a figure four. Dia cops another cool knee smash from a handstand position and another figure four. Kanemaru flips and lands on his feet. Have you seen him do that often? Like, I don't see that all the time from Kanemaru. I was like, holy shit, he's in the best of the Super Juniors. He's here for it. I thought that was awesome. There's a from the top rope, Dragon Dia. Holy fuck! He somehow, like, it's very quick and it's maybe not the smoothest, but the fact that he's able to do this, like 1, 2, is absolutely awesome. And what makes it awesome is Kanemaru just fucking going with it. Dragon Dia, he walks the top rope near where Kanemaru's sitting in the corner. Quick little drop kick to the face. Then whilst the legs are still near his face, wrap them around Kanemaru's head. Super fucking Rana. What the fuck? Then there's this sunset flip that Dia's really got to fight for. He gets it, and he gets the 3. 1, 2, 3. Dragon Dia wins. Oh, I thought that was lots of fun.
He gets the monkey off his back right away, too, right? So,
yeah, that's right.
You know, we don't have to worry about him getting points now. He's already got some. So, I love Kanemaru matches. They're always awesome. So I'm happy whenever. And when it's like a young, fresh baby face, Kanemaru's like, cool. I'm going to fuck this guy up. You know? and the fact that he lost is fun. So anyway, you know, Kanemaru does hit a moonsault in pretty much every big match. He tries to anyway. So, and if you roll out of the way, he's not just going to hit flat. He's going to land on his feet because he's a smart man. You know,
he is.
He hates legs, but he knows how to use them. So next,
he hates legs. He knows how to use them. Spotify is just taking our podcast on.
Fucking Spotify. Anyway, I used to have a friend who liked ZZ Top so much he refused to refer to them as ZZ Top. He called them the Top because they're the best. That's what he'd say.
Oh, okay.
They're at the top. And is all their albums are like one-word names, like Afterburner, you know, and shit like that. Anyway, it's funny. So it's like a 12-year-old. You know, like they wrote their lyrics. But anyway, it's great. Next we have Akira versus Fujita, and this is fucking fantastic. All right. This is the best like standout match of New Japan Best of Super Juniors so far as we are here. So Marty's out here, and, you know, I got a problem with the fashion choice. So normally when they are trying to pimp a T-shirt, you know, the refs will wear the T-shirt, and there's some kind of new Best of Super Juniors T-shirt, but it's white, and it looks like, I don't know, it doesn't look like a ref shirt at all. And so they look goofy, and Marty looks goofy already. He doesn't need any help looking goofy. So I'm just saying, don't make him wear the shirt. But we also have Bag out with Akira, which is funny. So both guys are talking shit before the match. Bag's not involved in that. But there's some really fast, like rough mat wrestling to stop. We get a back chop from Fujita, and that gets Akira all mad, and they get in a big strike battle for a second. Akira does leg holds on the apron, making Marty mildly annoyed. You know, he's not too.
I can't ask to give up in that position. I don't like it.
He's like, I can't do my shit, you know? Anyway, they fight on the floor, and it's really good brawling. You know, we don't talk about brawling much in wrestling because New Japan doesn't do a lot of it. I mean, they do, but it's like quick in and out, you know? This is really good brawling. And I wouldn't say that I would have ever said Akira's a good brawler or Fujita's a good brawler, but they're both really good at it here. It's great. So anyway, Fujita goes for a springboard, something or other, and Akira catches him in a Roman knuckle lock, okay? And then makes him land on the ropes. Fujita goes from the apron. Let me explain what happened here because it is nuts. He jumps from the apron to the top rope. He's about to flip or something or do a kick onto Akira, and Akira catches him in a Roman knuckle lock. All right? Both hands. Perfect. And then pushes him back so he lands on the ropes, and that's like his heel way to cut off Fujita. And that was, I've never seen that.
This match is so fucking physical and mean, isn't it?
I've never seen anything like that. That was wild. So, and then Fujita comes back after some heat spots from Akira and hits a springboard drop kick. He hits some more kicks for 2. Fujita grabs Akira's legs and struggles, but can't get his like crazy super, or surfboard thing. Hold on. Akira gets a rope break and he hits an enziguri to knock Fujita off the apron, then hits a big dive over the ropes. And then Akira begs for cheers. Come on, man. And it goes for an outside in triangle moonsault, but Fujita gets his knees up. A lot of moves. But anyway, Akira flips out of a German suplex, and we get a big-time strike exchange with various types of strikes, not just the same kind. And Akira hits a bridging German for 2 for a double down. Fire spinning thingy, and Akira wants to get the knees now. But Fujita ducks, hits a chop, and then a big lariat from Akira. That was like the biggest lariat I've ever seen him hit. That was awesome. He goes for the win, but they end up with some rolling counters and stuff and a bunch of German suplexes and whatnot. It's just insane. And then we get one with a bridge for Fujita, who gets that for 2. Fujita hoists Akira up in a way that makes me hope his neck is okay, and flips Akira over and hits a new finisher on Akira. It's like a different version of his original finisher.
Abandon Hope, yeah.
And abandon everything. Fujita has 2 points. Akira has 0.
That's fucking awesome. And at the start of this match, Akira gets pissed off. And he's like, you want to play, motherfucker? Let's go. And then he sent Fujita into the ring post and asked everyone if they want to take a picture. This match is great. And this is like almost Akira Despy energy. Like these two guys was just like, hey, we've never really had a feud or anything before, but we're both young and maybe we should decide we hate each other for the future. Yeah, good idea, because I want more of this. I want more of these two beating the shit out of each other, please. That was awesome. I fucking loved it. That was kind of never as well.
Yeah.
I'll say that. So next we have a B block match. I'm pretty sure it's A block. I can't remember, but it's Kushida versus Hiromu. And it's Chumpy here. So Kushida, never forgive, never forget. Because there's a match that Hiromu wins the junior title off Kushida in under 5 minutes. And it's a fucking squash, the likes of which New Japan rarely does. And Kushida remembers that every time. So it starts off hot. The bell rings and both are struggling on the top rope already. I'm like, okay, Kushida... Oh my God, knows to go fast. Kishida's legs up. He's up on the apron though, and Hiromu just drop kicks it. So Hiromu's just like, okay, all right. Hey, you want to go for a quick match? Haven't you learned your lesson?
Well, Kushida tried to dive on him before he even got announced, just like Hiromu did to him in that match. So that's how, that was the beginning of the match. Is like that match, everybody's coming out, fucking, Hiromu just dives on Kushida, and then the match, and then he just gets in the ring and wins. It was wild, dude.
But see, Hiromu, he's got new tricks up his sleeve as well, because there's multiple knee smashes on the floor. Okay, cool. Wait, Hiromu's doing fuck your leg. All right. I know he's been doing submissions lately, but you know, they usually come after some sequences and battles and things like that, not from like, well, leg fuckery, really. Like, whoa, all right.
Is it the D's like kind of like a neck hold, sort of? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's so like
yeah.
his stuff's usually neck based or something around that area.
Because he's Naito's friend. He wants to fuck necks up. So
Now he doesn't
there
care
you go.
anymore.
Yeah, they're not friends no more. He's out. Oh my goodness. There's a great apron runner by Kushida onto Roman as well, which is really cool. Kushida, he's just like, look, I don't like arms. All right? I bucked the trend here. It's only me and Ishimori. We hate arms. Everyone else can go for them legs. We hate arms. Hiromu is like, no. This is the best of the Super Juniors. We hate legs here. And because he's going for the leg. Chumpy really wants Hiromu to give up when he's in a wrist lock. So there is that, which makes me fucking laugh as well. There's some pitting combinations. And there's a weird Hiromu looking cloverleaf by Hiromu, which looks really gnarly. A catapult kind of thing. I'm like, okay. And then Hiromu puts Kushida back into a submission hold. And ouch. Because he's still in the doghouse. He'll never get his win over Hiromu back. He taps out on the first night.
Oh.
Yeah, ouchie. Hiromu onto Kushida on 0.
It's interesting. Like Hiromu's style is changing, you know, and this is part of it. Him getting this win is part of that. So like, that's cool. I hate watching. I hate when Kushida loses. I don't know why. Not in tag matches, but in singles matches and tournaments. I don't know why. It makes me mad. So anyway, but I like the match a lot. I liked the beginning of it a lot, and I liked the like big match vibes of it. And the crowd was like, "Ooh," you know, when the match graphic popped up, because it's like this is a classic New Japan Juniors match, a modern classic, and I was happy to see it. I wish they could wrestle for the title again, just one more time. Come on, man, that'd be fun, you know. Let Kushida win too. Just saying. But that was great. Are you ready for
having that title again, man?
No. It's time for the main event of night 1. Is Desperado versus fucking Teton. And listen, Teton does this amazing wrist lock escape bullshit. They run the ropes. It's awesome. Teton tries some like some shit on the floor, and Desperado is like, nah, man, I'm going to beat you up, right? So he suplexes Teton onto the floor, chops from Desperado on the floor, and then wacky holds from Desperado. He is like, you're not going to run around. You're not going to jump around. You're not going to do your stupid corner dive thing. You're just going to lay on the mat and suffer. And, but, you know, there was, so let's see here. We do have Teton doing a bunch of flippy shit to try to get a comeback. I get upset about that. And then, I just wish he quit being good at wrestling. But Desperado, he takes a super bump for a Teton dive. Teton dives on him, and he just does like a fucking amazing bump. And lots of other cool shit happened in this match. However, we can't talk about all of it. So this is a great finish, though, mainly because of the result. But Desperado gets a fucking ass to mouth on Teton. That's funny. And he gets a series of his dope kicks and a double stomp. Desperado's back up at 2. And then, or he kicks out at 2, and then Teton does the Muda lock, but Desperado fucking, he like hangs him in the super numero dos, and Teton says, see, and gives up. And I was very glad that he ain't getting that title shot. So fuck Teton forever. Desperado 2, Teton 0.
Yes, I'm very happy with that result, as I know you are. You sent me a reluctant message on the chat, putting over how good Teton was in this match, and you're like, oh, I have to talk good about Teton. Made me laugh. I love that. All right, where are we for night 2?
So night 2 is the Miyagawa Iwanuma City General Gymnasium. No English commentary on this show. Fuck yeah, this is my shit. I love it. It's like, and I also put a note here about how I really like this year's theme and intro video. The intro video is like comic book, but it's not cheesy, you know. It like looks cool, and I don't know, it's really neat, and it really does tell the story and pictures and like little videos of how everyone got to where they're at. It's pretty cool. I like it. So Anyway, the opening match is pretty cool. It's Murashima and Dragon Dia, which what a team, by the way, versus Akira and Bag. I thought this was a pretty good team. Pretty good team here, Murashima and Dragon Dia. I mean, that is some babyface shit right there, man. So Akira and Dragon Dia, they tear it up. They run the ropes. It's awesome. And then Murashima gets to do tandem tag moves with Dragon Dia. They made up a bunch of cool moves together. Oh, I love this team. They're going to lose. Akira suddenly, handily destroys them both, though, and starts fucking up Murashima with the help of Bag. I don't like it when Murashima's leg is getting worked on by Bag. It's like, you're not, like, maybe you're there to be an alternate or something, but like...
You're not in the best of Super Juniors, mate. Get out of here with the...
Come on. And like, and Murashima's not even in a weight class, so leave his leg alone. So, exactly. But Murashima pounces that motherfucker and tags in Dragon Dia. Murashima gets Bag to super kick Akira, which is fun, and then almost wins. It was really funny. And then there's a really funny sell from Murashima on Akira's super kick where he does the like full Shingo cartoon face and then falls down. He's like that. It was amazing. Fireball knees, Akira pins Murashima, and I really like that. That was fun.
That's really cool, and I really like this next match as well because it's El Desperado and Sho Mikato versus Nick Wayne and Daiki Nagai.
What a team!
Yeah. You know, look, you did mention it last night, and you're not wrong, but at least he's trying to maintain some continuity because Nick Wayne is still, you know, my arm, ow. You know, so there is some of that. Look, no one in the best of the Super Juniors, even if they look like they're not selling and they're just moving into the next move and stuff, they're all selling, unlike a Mr. Tongaloa who doesn't know what the word selling means. So there you go. You know, none of it's that bad.
Yeah, nobody's as bad in this tournament is as bad as Tongaloa. Great point, Luke.
Thank you. Not even all the young lions are already better than he ever has been. So anyway, let's go into it. Daiki Nagai gets some arsehole stomps on El Desperado, which makes me laugh. Just stomps on his back and stomps on him. I love that. And seeing Sho Mikato and Nagai going at it is super cool. Kato does a nifty cross-legged kind of pin on Nick Wayne for 2. Sho Mikato, new hair, new pin.
New year.
Right. Yeah, exactly. There's a prodigy plex on Kato for the 3. Nick Wayne pins Sho Mikato, which means Daiki Nagai is going to be like, yeah, I'm the fucking best.
I love that he was a total heel in this match. Like normally he shows some respect, or like there's like a dad to be like, hey man, let's rein in a little bit. Nick Wayne ain't reining shit in. But Nick Wayne did tell on himself a little bit in this match. So he has a mean face on when Desperado comes out, and it is laughable. I mean, come on, man. It
looks like fucking Zoolander doing Blue Steel or some shit, right?
Well, I was going to say from Half Baked when the one guy goes to jail and they're like, all right, we got to pump you up to be tough for jail. Show us your mean face. And he's like, you know, it's like that. So, but Nick Wayne's telling on himself because he knew he was going to win. So later on, but anyway, that was just, I like him staring down Desperado is laughable to me, but I'm the one who's wrong. So anyway, this next match is intriguing, and I will tell you why. It has nothing to do necessarily with, well, it has everything to do with everything. So it's Hiromu and Shingo, not LIJ, Hiromu and Shingo versus Fujita and Hartley, TMDK. Hiromu and Shingo both have thoughtful looks as they come out. And they're like, you know, they're like doing this,
what is
right?
Future?
They have no Chiron next to their name. So when they come out, it just says Shingo and it just says Hiromu, right? Doesn't say LIJ next to them.
They're milking it.
I figured it out. So we'll talk about it after the match here. So no affiliation for them at this time. There's a clue. But anyway, there's a chop battle between the juniors, and preview shit is very good. They run the ropes. Hiromu tries to humble Fujita with a camel clutch. Man, fuck you, dude. He's telling on himself now. We get some Shingo versus Hartley that is awesome, and there's a pumping bomber on Hartley for the win. And during the match, Shingo, they did the Ho Train, right? Shingo and Hiromu. And when they were doing that, Shingo was yelling, Mota, 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 just like Hiromu does. And Hiromu was yelling ska, 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 just like Shingo does. So here's what I think. I think that there is going to be a new team unaffiliated. Only this time, no nerds allowed. That's the gimmick. I'm pretty sure that's what we're headed towards here.
I hope that's what we're getting, because no nerds were ever allowed in LIJ. Oh, right. We don't talk about Titan, but no nerds are in LIJ. Don't talk about the pirate guy either. No nerds.
Pirate guy. I forgot about pirate guy.
It's a nerd-free zone. I agree. Yeah. No, I'm hoping it's something cool. It's got to be. I wouldn't split them guys up just because Naito's left. I don't know. I mean, you could take the opportunity to mix it up, but it works. Keep them together, maybe.
Some guys are going to go away. You know, I mean, some folks are going to join other factions, definitely. But if there's a team unaffiliated, then that kind of gives them some time to figure out what they want to do, right? So
yeah. All right. So we start off with some A block action. It is Ninja Mac versus Robbie X. Robbie X has a Mac mask that he took from the other night. So, you know, he throws it at Ninja Mac to catch. And when he goes to catch it, Robbie X attacks. Hey, there's some amazing jump.
That's a front-facing Kanemaru Gambit.
That's right.
Very difficult. You know, highly difficult. So,
yeah, I'm waiting for someone just to be like, "Hey, what's that there?" Boop, and then the match starts. But
that's Mal's gimmick. So.
Yeah, you're probably right there. There's some amazing jumping reversals by both Ninja Mac and Robbie X, and then Ninja Mac, he jumps backwards, lands kind of perfectly on his back of his neck and shoulders, just perfectly, then kips up, and I'm like, oh fuck, he's like, how does a dude? No offense, like Ninja Mac, he's fit, he must be to do all this stuff, but he has the height and build that I kind of have. Like, you know, I've got some belly over here, you know, like, and stuff like that. How the fuck does he do that shit? It was amazing. And then he's like, Luke, hold my beer, you unfit motherfucker, because I am going to ninja special like you've never seen it before. So, you know, Robbie X, he's taking a bit of a powder. And then we go for the ninja special, which is, you know, lots of backflips in a straight line. And it's, I don't know, man. Like, Robbie X is like, I'm too far out now. Like, I'm walking down the ramp backstage. Like, I'm going that way. There's no way. Sorry. Ninja Mac jumps over the ropes, lands on the floor, and I'm like, ugh. It keeps flipping back. And Robbie X is like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck? And Robbie X is like, of course you could just like move out of the way. That's not fun.
No.
So he walks back. He's running backwards while Ninja Mac chases him doing flips like a fucking ninja. It is awesome. This is incredible. And it hits the Milano kick. The laughter by Milano is just adding to it. He's giggling so much. He's just having a whale of a time just seeing this. Oh my God, just seeing it. Oh, the crowd is going bananas. I'm going bananas watching it. It was a spectacle. It was absolutely wonderful.
That went viral, you know, I'm pretty sure. So, like, because it's very funny. And, like, no, out of context, it's even funnier. Like, what the fuck's going on here? But I got to say that Robbie X deserves a lot of credit for this match and for that move, because he sold it like he was scared running away, but he still faced him, and he sacrificed his body, because when he finally did get hit by Ninja Mac and took a bump, he went like lower back first into the corner of one of the like scaffolds, and like he had a big old bruise on there like instantly, and like he's holding his head like, oh, I hit my head. Like, dude, you hit your back. And it looked like it fucking hurt bad. And he didn't sell his back at all.
No, that's not part of the story. But,
right.
You know, I think a pro would have taken the opportunity to. I'm not saying Robbie X isn't a pro. Maybe someone a bit more older, seasoned. You know, Despy would have sold the back a bit. You know,
he wasn't expecting that there. He wasn't looking, because he was trying to, make it look great. So
he might not even know there's a fucking fuck you sized bruise on his back either. It's like sometimes you just don't know. You know, like everyone's seen they've got some kind of scratch on their body, and it's like, where'd that come from? And now you know it's there. You get like, oh, it's itchy and shit. So yeah, same with bruises. Yeah, the Ninja special was special as hell. Oh, I loved it. Oh,
It really
incredible. Robbie's in full heel mode. Robbie X is in full heel mode, using the ref and fucking with Ninja Mac's mask to take over. And Robbie X doing a top rope corkscrew plancher to the floor. Fuck. What the fuck? I don't know how many. These two can't have had that many matches together, right? But everything just looked so fluid, like how they just jump around and stuff. Like it's fucking fantastic. Oh my god, yeah. So it is just wonderful stuff. Robbie X does a "you can't," which makes me laugh, and then a moonsault right after. Try that, old leg doing like a
shooting star press.
Yeah, right.
It was a shooting star press. That's nuts.
Standing one, yeah. Ninja Mac catches Robbie X off the ropes and hits a German. And then Robbie X goes for another kind of rebound. Ninja Mac does a kick, then transposes that kick, holds it into a pin. 1, 2, 3. Ninja Mac, come on, you do a ninja special like that. You should win the match. I don't care. The match is over. Sorry, Robbie X. But I'm glad he did. He deserved the 2 points here. Ninja Mac on 2. Robbie X, I kind of wish I could give you some points for this match too, mate.
I know.
But you don't get any. Sorry, 0. That's why I don't book.
Well, I tell you what. He's really impressing me. We'll talk more about Robbie X because he was fantastic in this match. And like at the in-between stuff and setting up the moves and all the stuff that you don't, talk about, that nobody ever talks about. He was great at it. I don't know, man. I thought this was fantastic. This was like so fun. And I was just like, I had a lot of respect for him for taking that sick bump that he didn't know was going to be a sick bump. So it's like, that was great. It was
this was some WCW shit.
They have heat for no reason, which is what you want in a tournament. Is like they're writing their own stories, and stuff like that. It's good. So, I thought this was a lot of fun. So next week we have a B block match. It is Kevin Naito versus Mal. And these guys are both highly skilled at wrestling. So they put that on display. They just tear it the fuck up. It's kind of difficult to describe what they do in parts of the match because it's like I was calling it in my mind medium flying wrestling, right? Because it's like a lot of times they're not doing high flying stuff. They're not being ground based. It's something else. It's medium flying. So which isn't bad. It's different, So and they do that at the beginning. Like a medium flying feeling out process is kind of what happens at the beginning. And then Mal hits a cool spin kick and outside in cutter over the ropes. He likes to jump over stuff. It gives his cutter extra cut or something. So, because he's got to jump over something for it to work, which I think is
like
fun.
The ref or something. Yeah.
He hits the Starship John Morrison thing for 2. There's a knee drop off the top rope. Makabe is fucking pissed. Mal took his bird wrap. Now he's taking his moves. And then here's the thing, though, is that Mal hits that move, that top rope knee drop, and then rolls backwards and flips into an octopus stretch on Kevin. So medium flying octopus stretch. Then they have some fun with the camera guy zooming in and out. While they each are in the stretch, like, making faces and stuff, the camera guy's like zooming in and out and shit. It's really funny. There's so Mal hits this like cannonball, like when his opponent's stuck in the ropes. That's basically what it is, but he's like sideways and it makes a wild noise. Like I didn't see any motion. I don't know what hit what, but man, it makes a crazy noise. So then we get some bouye time, and then Kevin hits a series of more and more complicated lariats on Mal. There's an insane drop kick for 2 from Kevin. I don't know, man. Okada's gone. Does Kevin Knight have the best drop kick in New Japan?
Yeah, he might.
It's awesome.
He'll hit a gnarly one on the next night as well. Absolute fucking gnarly drop kick on the next night as well. So yeah, no, you might be right.
He's so high up in the air, man. Daiki Nagai's like, I can do that, man, and maybe he can, but we'll see one day.
Shoes.
Anyway, he got so much air on that drop kick. It was awesome. And then and Kevin Knight does that thing that like AR Fox can do, and like Will Ospreay, these guys that when they're in the air, they can slow down and speed up how fast they're falling somehow.
Yeah.
They like float to the ground.
Fun.
It's like, how are you doing that? That's crazy. So anyway, they do some really inventive reversals on each other that are like, once again, medium flying. That's not a knock. Kevin falls for the "hey, look over there" thing, and but hits a suplex on Mao instead. And Mao bridges out of a pin like a contortionist. He does that in all his matches. It's pretty cool. They trade top rope moves and then a brain buster off the top from Kevin, and they both fire up and then die, which is fun. So we get more fun inventive reversals. Mao gets even gets Kenta Sato involved. Doing his like fast reversal exchange. He dives over Kenta Sato backwards to hit the cutter to get the extra stank, you know, but then he gets splashed instantly instead, which was awesome. That was great. Mao muscles Kevin into a Michinoku driver to counter a DDT. That was cool. Super kick, and Mao wins. I really liked that match. It was respect after the match. I wanted Kevin to win, but you know, Mao's got to get some points too. The guys that aren't going to score a lot of points win early a lot of times. So you know, Mao's winning now so that he can lose later. Kevin has 0 points. Mao has 2.
I mean, like, yeah, we'll talk about Ishimori after night 2, won't we? Because like, I'm not worried, but I'm like, he's got 9 points. What the fuck? But we'll get there. Next week, that match is great, by the way. How many matches would these two have had against each other as well? Mao and Kevin Knight, you know, and
0.
everything just fucking worked. The reversals were absolute top tier wrestling. And back to ALAC, excuse me, we have Master Wato versus Clark Connors. Chumpy is here. Connors is on the attack, and he isn't really impressed when Wato jumps over him either. You know, like, okay, whatever. Face crusher by Wato, and he's laying in kicks. Connor dodges one and pounds. Period. Yeah. Wato, he's going to the outside, and Wato, he goes bowling. Big time.
Wato.
Multiple times. In fact, he goes bowling so many times, Trumpy's like, I don't like bowling. Get in the ring. Hate bowling. I only like bumper bowling. Well, Wato did take a bump. Shut up. It's not what I mean.
Marty just likes drinking beer at the bar.
That's
what
right.
He likes doing. He don't like bowling.
I don't know if bowling places are the same in America as they are in Australia, but you got your bowling area, then you got like the area over here with like arcade machines and shit. So, you know, maybe Chumpy likes to get the tickets from the games, and he's playing Dream Shooter Junior, isn't he?
Yeah, he's trying to like recruit kids to his faction. He's building his own faction of refs, and he's trying to recruit kids, and he gets kicked out of every bowling alley he goes to.
That's right. Oh my goodness. Wato is sent into the ring post, and Connors, he has one of my fucking tires, doesn't he? There he is. Connors has a tire. We thought it was like a gimmick from where they are in Japan or something, but it's going to be a thing apparently. I thought maybe Chumpy gets pissed off a bit at this because you know, it's probably one of the tires from the bus, so he's just like freaking out. So because he's got to put it back on. Young Lions aren't going to do that.
And Connors isn't going to do it either. He made Marty take it off in the first place. So.
Yes, there's a freaking knee smash on it too.
Yeah,
and I can only see Kanemaru in the back there going like, "Oh, I know we're in different factions now, but good move, mate. Good move. I'm gonna keep an. I'm gonna.
Are they in the same
that.
block? They are. So.
Yeah, so they're gonna do some knee smashes on each other. There's a Recitamente, which I don't know how to spell, so it's spelled different times every time in my fucking notes. I'm just gonna spell it as receipt next time, so I know. Yeah.
Very important that we discuss that now.
That's right. You know, well, that's how Brab happened. Come on. Recitamente and Vendaval. I don't know how to spell that either. By Wato, he lays that Vendaval in as well. It's like extra stank Vendaval, which is really nice. Chumpy's going nuts too. Give up! Give up! Give up! There's a high angle German attempt by Master Wato. That's not happening. Power slam by Connors and a gore for 2. There's some awesome reversals between both guys. No chaser. And Clark Connors, he pins the tag champ. Clark Connors on 2. Master Wato on 0 points. I liked that a lot. That was good fun.
So Ishimori and Connor's gonna tag up, I guess, and maybe go after the tag titles. Is that kind of what's going on here?
Yeah, possible,
know?
because Robbie X might not be staying long term. I thought Connors was, maybe he just did a small tour in AEW or something. Maybe is he? I thought he signed there or something, but I don't care. I'd rather him in more dogs. I'd rather all the New Japan guys in New Japan. Go figure.
Yeah, well, I like the match a lot, but I was concerned in this match. I didn't want Watto to lose, and if I did, I wanted him to lose like in a way where it wasn't his fault, and no one would be like Watto. But I tell you what, this match did not start off well for Watto, because the fucking asshole camera guys showed the crowd, and there was like 3 people with a Watto towel. Like, oh, there's some way up there next to those load-bearing skeletons. Let's zoom in on them, and it's
and
like
all the empty seats as well. They're only cheap
like,
poor people in the nosebleeds.
Like 3 people going, Watto. That's it. Lots of people barking. So, Watto, he was the underdog for sure here. And Connors was the overdog.
I love the bark.
So but anyway, I really like that match though. I was just, like I said, I was kind of worried. I didn't want to lose it, but whatever. Yeah. Next, Luke, we have a B block match. It is Yo versus Robbie Eagles. I love how this is like a mini feud kind of thing. I mean, it's a real feud. It's not a mini feud. It's a full-on feud. What am I saying? It's for the tag belts, but here, it's made its way into this tournament now. They hate each other. What do you think of Yo's new gear?
It looks like his cling wrap all over it.
It's made out of Ziploc bags.
Like sandwich wrap, Yeah. The clear stuff you'd wrap sangers in? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I know. What do you think about it? You just told me what it is.
I think it's like the clear version of fucking Yujiro's jorts.
Okay.
It's all right. It's not my favorite gear, but
it's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking stupid, so it's okay. You
fucking cling wrap, man.
It's kind of the same thing as his like jeans, like his patch jeans. Yeah. It's like, what is he doing? He's just digging around the garbage and making clothes out of it. So I didn't have
the mindset of ragging on him or burying him, because I fucking love this match. And as soon as you brought it up, I was like, huh, what? Oh yeah, fuck Yo. He's got clean wrap shorts.
Well, I mean, do you think that he's making Watto dumpster dive with him too? I hope not, man. Don't do that.
Do you reckon, dude? I imagine their relationship is kind of like the same as like Charlie Day's and Danny DeVito's or Frank Reynolds in that.
Well, yikes. That's disturbing. They sleep in the same bed and poop next to each other, and one of them has a toe knife and a rum ham. I mean, these are things I had not thought about. I don't think Watto. I bet you Watto's drinks beer, and that is it.
Fantasy nightmare book. Let's just move on from that.
Sounds good. So Yo has new gear, and it's made out of Ziploc bags. What in the fuck? But he has Ziploc armbands too, and it's like, and Robbie is like, what the fuck is this shit? And Marty wants to know too. Marty, by the way, is heavily involved in this match, and he is killing me. So these guys wrestle, and it seems like there is a skeleton in the ring that needs to be addressed. All right, I don't know if it's load bearing or not, but instead of addressing this gear, Robbie steals kisses from Yo. All right.
Oh
and Marty
have to steal my kisses from you.
Marty checks on Yo, see if he's okay, which is funny. And Robbie does his bullshit oi oi chant, and then Yo kisses him, dazing Robbie. And then Marty checks on him like he's injured. He's like waving his hands in front of him, like giving him 2 fingers and shit.
That's great touch.
I love that. So anyway, Yo gets some shit in on Robbie, and Robbie sells, as he always does, very well. God. And Robbie cuts him off and preens to the crowd like Yo does. Woo! Some good old-fashioned fuck your leg offense from Robbie. And Yo does his boring moves and preens to the crowd for way too long, burying pro wrestling and everyone who's involved in it. But we get cool reversals and a Falcon Arrow for 2 from Yo. And then it says liced bread, which is not good bread. That's really old bread. This is sliced bread is what happens, though. Thingy from Robbie for a double down. More cool reversals are to be had. It's a very good match. Yo gets the Anaconda Vice on for a while, and everyone is saying that Robbie should give up, but he does not. And they both fall out of the ring and then back into the ring in stereo. They both fall out, fall back in, hit super kicks. They're both dead. That was great. Robbie gets the drop kick to the leg, and then there is 1.5 million reversals into a turbo backpack. Big kick, and Robbie goes for the 450. He gets it, slaps on the Ernest the Cat Miller special, but roll up from Yo, and they stay in the clutch, like kind of struggling for control. Reverse Rana, an insane super kick from Yo, and it's the sell on that super kick was awesome from Robbie. That was fantastic. And then O'Connor roll is countered into the Ernest the Cat Miller special. Yo is fucked. He looks at Marty and he says, yes, Marty, I in fact do give up. Yo has 0 points. Robbie has 2.
Dude, this was awesome. There's a kick to the back that makes by Robbie Eagles that makes the commentary team giggle. So ouch. I like how Yo stops a Meteora combo as well. So that's pretty fun. Yeah, like I like Yo's movesets, except when I feel like he's copying dad moves and IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Goto moves. Like, dude, I know I rag on you a lot, Yo, but you're better than that. You know,
is he?
You're.
I don't think he is.
Well, you see his outfit and you're just like, yeah, maybe not.
But he's proven that he is not. So that's just my.
You try and do an O'Connor roll on a TMDK guy. Yeah, you deserve that Ron Miller special. And it's the Cat Miller. Nice call, by the way. Yes, this was awesome. I really like this match a lot. They have great chemistry, these two gentlemen. So yeah, awesome stuff.
So they're going to wrestle again. So now. Well, we got 3 different teams now that maybe could go for the titles already. Already we got this kind of stuff going on in Best of Super Juniors. So that's good.
Yep, we're laying the stories already. I wish they'd position Eagles one time to be like the winner. I'd love that, but that's not going to happen. Anyway, our main event is Ryusuke Taguchi. Cool. We don't see him in the main event that often. Versus, unless it's a tag or something, Taiji Ishimori. It's Ishimori's 23rd anniversary. Oh, congratulations. That means you're going to fucking lose. Welcome to wrestling. Usually that's a WWE thing. If it's your birthday or your family's there or it's your anniversary, you're gonna lose. But no, it's not just WWE. It's a wrestling thing in general.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it seemed like it was Taguchi's hometown or a town where Taguchi is loved because they didn't give a fuck about Ishimori. They were just like Taguchi all the way. And it almost was like, that's like the immovable object versus the irresistible force. Hometown versus it's your anniversary. Who will lose? Yeah,
Ishimori had to go full on heel for this match. That's just the way it is. So Ishimori is outwitted by Taguchi, and Taguchi does the old Ishimori dance. I think that's what he was doing. When he had the baggy pants and shit. So that makes me laugh. Taguchi is kind of
would be dancing in this match. It was a matter of when and how much,
It's the anniversary, so you used to do dancing. I'm going to do the dancing. Taguchi is catapulted into the ring post. Not a huge catapult fan, even when juniors do it. Sorry. The only catapults I like is when the guy's face is under the bottom rope and that's it. Mm-hmm. Anyway, there's a 19 count. Ishimori commences arm fuckery. Even stamps on Taguchi's shoulder and yanks the arm at the same time. So stamp, yank. Fucking just, I know he's probably doing it in a way that doesn't really hurt, but it always looks like that hurts. He sends him shoulder first into the ring. So I didn't see it, but I have to imagine that during that 10-20 count, Ishimori took one of the ring the pads off. I'm writing notes, and Ishimori likes to go, all right, I think Luke's writing notes now. I'm going to take this turnbuckle pad off. That's just
it's
how he rolls.
It's always the blue corner, too. It's always the heel corner. So you should know which one.
That's right. Taguchi, he's trying to work his ass into the match, but he gets a tight drop on his ass twice. But Taguchi, he gets a third one. And he hits a cool plancha from the corner as well. So he kind of jumps over the kind of corner of the ring and to hit that plancha. It was really nice. I think maybe a springboard, then jump over, something like that. But it's a cool plancha. Let the Aztecs commence. There's a bomb into a 2 count by Ishimori, I think, as well. And then he hits that springboard back kick of his ankle lock. But Ishimori makes it to the ropes. Dodon? Bloody cross? There's a double down. Ishimori sends Taguchi back into that corner post and hits a fucking shoulder breaker. I know most of the juniors aren't particularly tall, but Ishimori isn't particularly tall. So seeing him do big, and he's fucking strong, right? But seeing him do moves like that just makes him look even more impressive, even though he's fucking ripped as hell, and shouldn't be that surprising they can pick a motherfucker up. Even still, that was awesome. I love seeing him do that. There's a friggin' La Mystica, but no, there's a pin for 2 into an ankle lock by Taguchi. Ishimori turns it into a boner lock. Oh no! Ishimori rolls away though to get the boner lock back on. Taguchi's an old vet. Back into the ankle lock. Ishimori grabs the ref and sends him into Taguchi, which breaks the hold. Low blow and Gato clutch for 2. Huge ankle lock by Taguchi. Dodon for 2. Ankle lock. Oh, and yeah, hey, someone's got a whole tournament they have to do, and he's got no escape. So Ishimori, give up. And Taguchi, hey, he's not going to get that many points in this tournament because that's Taguchi. He's almost in the dad spot and all that kind of stuff. It's fine. It is what it is. But you got to give him some points, and Ishimori's not going to lose anything by losing to Taguchi. Taguchi's a legend. So is Ishimori. I like this match a lot. They have the funny chemistry together, and then when they need to heat it up with the fucking serious badass reversals and moves like that as well, ass play and the comedy stuff kind of goes, and then they just fucking go for it. I like that mix that these two had together of, hey, we're gonna have fun, now we're gonna fuck each other up. Yeah, I thought this was a great main event.
Yeah, it kind of had everything except a table spot.
Yeah.
That's about it. You know what I mean? It had everything else. I think this is the best Taguchi match we've seen since the Clark Connors match. Because people always say big match Taguchi, but honestly, man, I'm not trying to be a dick, but we really haven't seen big match. When people first started saying big match Taguchi, he was having big matches that were awesome. And people kept calling him that. And then he just stopped having big matches that were awesome. And it's been a long time since I've been like, that is a fantastic match. And this was tremendous.
Mind you, that Clark Connors match was more of a comedy match than big match Taguchi, but that was probably my favorite example of a best of Super Juniors Taguchi comedy match. The ass battle between the Wild Rhino and Taguchi was just fucking legendary. So he can have big matches in both styles, I guess, comedy and absolute work rate. And I think this was a really cool mix of the two. Yeah.
I agree. Had it all. Just needed to work in that table spot.
Yep.
Taguchi dive over the barricade.
Yeah.
And then we got it all, But yeah, that was so far that is my favorite Best of Super Junior show that I've seen so far. I loved night 2. It was awesome.
It was great. All right, man, let's go into it with night 3. We're at Korakuen Hall. El Phantasmo and Chris Charlton are on the commentary. So I don't know, Walker's taking the slow plane over. Maybe he's taking the ship. He's on the cruise ship over or something. It's taking a few extra days. Who cares? But we have.
Maybe they're going to, maybe they're not doing live commentary with him until the big shows or something. I don't know. You'd think he'd already be here. So,
yeah.
I'm not on Twitter anymore, so I don't know what's going on.
Nah.
So.
Dude, I'm pretty much only on that thing because I'm in a Doctor Who group chat and I'm just retweeting the Myron Chess Club stuff. But other than that, I'm just, I fucking hate that place. I do most of my stuff on the Blue Sky, Grumpy 2, EB, and Blue Sky Social. Yeah, let's do it anyway. I'm stalling because, hey, it's Titan on 0 points versus Taguchi on 2 points. ELP and Chris noticed that Titan still has LIJ on his mask, and ELP's really nice about this. He says, hey, it takes about 2 months to get new gear. That's why Titan is still rocking the LIJ logo. And he also, but the match proper, this is fast. I was wondering why my notes were so short for this, because I was saying to you before the show, I've got good notes for most of this night until I kind of fade out because my brain has melted because of my day yesterday. But this is a short match. He hits a tope on Taguchi pretty quick. Taguchi's pretty game though. When Titan's in the ring with Taguchi and starts hitting those rapid fire strikes, Taguchi's like, I know how to do that shit too. So he starts doing the rapid fire strikes. And Taguchi's like, it's ass time. And Titan's like, guess what? I've also got an ass. So they're doing butt stuff on each other. pretty cool. Taguchi even does the Matrix dodge. And I'm like, all right, I'm kind of strapped in. These guys, all right, let's go. Bamaye misses, though, and a no-hands O'Connor roll. T10 wins. 2 minutes, 34 seconds. T10 2, Taguchi on 2.
I mean, come on. You know, but that's fun. When we have a match or a show that has 10 matches on it, some of them are going to be fast like this. And a lot of times it's the openers that will be fast or, you know, something right before the main event. So I was happy. It was a fast match. It was a good match. Both guys on 2. And then I noticed something. Well, I noticed 2 things. One, Gato is on Japanese commentary, which he is hilarious over there. So he's just like, whenever a War Dog's in the ring, he just has that smile on his face. It's so funny.
Even there's a Too Sweet thing on Clark Connors later on. Yeah.
I love when like heels are laughing. That always makes me laugh. But anyway, also remember that kid that was like at Lone Star shootout in the Valley, and he's like, I won, I beat the Vandergriff, so I am the young lion now. He's there. He was at Kurgan Hall, and he was like doing the thing where he stands there and goes, you go this way. You know, I didn't see anybody beat him up, you know, and he didn't take a dive to the face like someone else did, which we'll talk about. But let's go see him. You know, we'll see. Looking forward to seeing new young lions wrestle. So
absolutely.
Anyway, Ninja Mac versus Akira is the next match, and it is it's fun. Akira gets a plancha before the bell. We're like, all right, this one's gonna be fast too. Newman and Bag are out with fucking Akira too. I didn't notice that. Newman's like gigantic, by the way, compared to he just looks extra big for some reason today, and like and he looks like a basketball player or something. It's wild. We get a ninja special, and Ninja Mac is like outside, and he's like, "Yeah, I did the thing," and Newman starts like trash talking him outside, and Bag just stands there and goes, "Yeah." So, but anyway, that was fun. We get some holds in the ring from Ninja Mac, and Ninja tries his spinning Robbie X killer kick that he used the night before that I didn't really put over how awesome that was, by the way. The timing on that kick with the Robbie X Ninja Mac, there were 2 moves in that match that were awesome. There was that spinny, ninja special, and then there was that finish. That finish was fucking awesome. So he tries that here, and the crowd's like, oh, they know what that did last time, right? You know, but it doesn't work this time. Ninja Mac does flips in and out of the ropes and sort of hits a like flipping kick thing on Akira. It's a new thing I don't think I've seen before. And then it was like really cool, but it didn't really connect. You know, but whatever. Then we get a super Rana off the top rope, and Ninja tries to land on his feet, and you think it's a botch. You think he was supposed to land on his feet and like keep moving, but no, he's down on his knee and he shakes his head like I just botched, but really he's saying I shaking his head because bam, fireball knees, get the win. Great finish. I love that finish. Kira 2, awesome. Ninja Mac 2. That's 2 out of 2 Ninja Mac finishes that I've loved. So
yeah. This is his second Best of Super Juniors in a row. Can we sign him up, New Japan? Hey, please.
He's really willing to work without a contract, though, so you know we're okay.
Yeah.
No one else is clamoring to sign Ninja Max. So.
I ain't using him. Look. You know, you don't have to push him to the top of the Super Junior or the Junior Mountain, but you put him in a cool tag team or something like that. You can do stuff with him. Like I would really enjoy seeing. Imagine Ninja Mac and Doggy.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Here's the problem with that. I'm not trying to poo-poo your idea, but if there's a team unaffiliated, he can't join it because Ninja Mac is a nerd, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, he's totally a nerd.
He's a nerd. So
yeah.
He can't hang out with Toki. I'm sorry. So
I like they're a sub-faction in the nerd group, though. Guys, all right? And they've only really embraced and accepted one nerd, and it's the pet dog. Yeah. So just 4 guys have a pooch, and that's Ishii. So yeah, I'll accept that. We got B block action. It is Kevin Knight versus Robbie Eagles. Knight is on 0. Eagles is on 2. What do we get to start off this match? It's a fucking flying arm drag battle to start off.
It's great.
What? And they're doing arm drags? Fucking, oh my God, this is awesome. They're on the outside. And, Knight tries to send Robbie into the ring. And Robbie does an apron 619, then hits a gnarly drive. dive. I think Knight was trying to do a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on the outside, but he doesn't quite get it, and then Robbie just lands, and then they just keep going. So, like, awesome. Keep going. You know, maybe that's what was supposed to happen anyway, but no one was hurt. And
that dive. That dive, we got a big problem with that dive.
Yeah.
It only hit one person, and that was Shomakato, and it murdered Shomakato.
All of it.
And I was like, guy just came back, and he gets destroyed on the side.
Yeah.
Oh man, the crowd was laughing at him.
He got more of his hair freaking removed from the side from that kick. But Knight does hit a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker in the ring after an early Ron Miller attempt by Robbie Eagles. Excuse me. There's a massive drop kick with a gnarly Robbie Eagles bump. Is this the drop kick you were talking about? Like, Knight is the drop kick master now? Because Kevin Knight doesn't just hit a fucking awesome drop kick. Robbie Eagles just eats it in the face, and the bump is incredible. It's like a whiplash out of your freaking head. It's, oh my God.
It was the right camera angle too, where like Robbie's like running towards the camera, kind of, you know, and the feet come out of nowhere and just blast him in the face. It was great. So
it was incredibly good. What a drop kick. Yeah, you might be right about Kevin Knight's drop kicks, mate. Yeah. Holy shit. Spike DDT. No. Knee smash by Robbie and Meteoras. Oh, they look gnarly. Robbie misses a move, and it's always got to suck when these moves happen. But Kevin Knight does a splash to Robbie's back. Not from the top rope. You know, still it's a jumping splash. But, you know, you can't see it. Even if it's just a back chop, I'm like, you guys are fucking dicks. Even if the other guy's ready for it, you know? Like, I know people are ready for the fireball, and I'm just like, I'd be worried if I couldn't see what was coming. So that just freaks me out. But I like Robbie here because you feel like, wait, did Kevin Knight botch this Pele type kick attempt? No, Robbie's ready for it. He's luring Knight in, Ron Miller special, but Kevin Knight, cool. Kevin Knight makes it to the ropes. So Robbie just smashes his knee. There's a jumping Rana, like by Kevin Knight. Oh my God, it is so cool. Then a spike DDT for 2. Awesome pins and reversals. But Robbie Eagles, he hits, is this what, like a Shining Wizard or like a Psycho knee or something like that? I think it's more like a Psycho knee by Robbie Eagles on Kevin Knight, and Robbie Eagles 4 points. First person to 4 points. Yay! Is the Aussie. This was action-packed and awesome. And there's a couple times in this match where I'm like, wait, did Knight botch that? No, he didn't botch a fucking thing. It's all about the veteran Robbie Eagles having that kind of move scouted and then grabbing that limb and moving that there. So it was just really, really well done. I like this match a lot.
Yeah, it was really good. Robbie did a funny sell from a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker that made it look weird. It was early in the match. It was like the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, and Robbie didn't fall down. He stood up. He like falls down on Kevin Knight's knee and just stands up from the pain, and it's like, it's really funny. And somebody else does the same thing later.
Like like his sciatica shot up at the same time, and he's like rigid really like this, funny. Like it fucking traveled from his ass all the way up to his fucking head or something. Yeah. I'm old. I felt that.
and the move that he won with has been like a finisher of his for a while. I call it the Aussie kick because that's the kick that what's his name that went to AEW and was Aussie Open guy, and now he's like got white hair. Yeah, him. That was his finish for a long time too. And it was like Aussie guys were doing that kick for a while, and Goto was like, "How do they do that?" He never figured it out. But next, we have another fantastic match. It's Kushida versus Robbie X. This is great. This is like, I don't know, man. The ring psychology in this match is fucking great. ELP's on commentary. He comments that Daiki Nagai is wearing hiking boots, and later on we see him, and he is. It was funny. But also, I noticed that Robbie X has some burger wrap on his back where he bumped into the entrance scaffold the night before, or the 2 nights before.
Yeah. Ouch.
Oh man. Anyway, we get some really good mat wrestling and typical feeling out process at the beginning. It's pretty good. They both get near falls with roll up style pins, and then Robbie X gets the first dive. He doesn't seem to focus on a leg or an arm though. You know, it's like is Robbie X ever going to get any points if he doesn't figure out, that you gotta do one or the other, or do what Kushida does? And Kushida distracts with an ankle lock. All right. So that he can he's like, oh, I'm going fuck your leg. And Robbie X is like, oh, I better protect against fuck your leg. No, that leaves his arm open for fuck your arm, because that's really where he was going. And that was awesome. I love that. So, Kushida does some like hip toss arm bar thing. That's fucking great.
Dude.
He usually does it off the top rope, and he tries it later in this match, but it's been a long time since I've seen him do it just in the middle of the ring. So that was cool. I really like that. And then here we go. This is another really cool part of this match. Robbie X, part of his finishing sequence is that like handspring into the ropes. Well, he tries it, but his arm's fucked because Kushida's been murdering it. So he crumples doing the handspring. And you're like, uh-oh, is something wrong? But no, it's not, because Kushida's like, what's that I smell? Blood? Oh, and he just fucking goes nuts, hitting crazy brutal arm spots right and left, and it's awesome. Robbie X tries a power bomb and pauses to shake his arm out so that he can do the move while he's selling. That was really cool. All kinds of attempted top rope moves from both guys late in the match, and then Robbie X does his handspring, but this time with no hands, bounces off the ropes upside down, gets his top rope finisher thing for the win. That was a very clever match. I'm surprised that Robbie got a win without focusing on a limb, but he does have 2 points now. Kushida still in the doghouse with 0, but I love that match. Robbie X, 2 for 2. Fantastic matches with clever ring psychology.
Yeah, and he's a fill-in too, Robbie X, so be prepared for him to start to maybe get 4 points, maybe 6, and that's about it. Expect Kushida to be lucky enough to get 2 points, because they don't want to push him at all, New Japan, even though, look at what he's doing. There's some nasty looking brutal leg drop kicks by Kushida. Also, he can just grab the arm later on. So I'm just like, yeah, this is great. Yeah, I like this match a lot. Back to B match, and I remember before we started doing Best of Super Juniors, and even I felt about a little bit like this maybe during his first match, because maybe Mao's just wrestling guys I want him to lose against, or I just want the other gentleman to win more. But, I was just like, I'm not sure, Mao. Yeah, he kind of maybe just needed to wrestle a few more matches for me to be like, all right, I won't drag on him for too long. I like this match a lot.
You saw him in one tag match, and you were like, oh,
I know. It's like, look, sometimes as a human being, you can't help it. You can be the nicest dude on earth, but sometimes you'll just see someone and you're like, I don't know how to explain this, but I would like to punch you in the soul, please. It's like, kapow! And maybe that's how I felt about Mao, but not so much anymore. So it's Mao on 2 points versus Taiji Ishimori on 0. Mao comes out with, I'm assuming, someone else from DDT. I don't know who that is. And if commentary mentioned it, I missed it. So there we go. Professionalism. There's Mao chance as well. So this is definitely it's either a Mao town or DDT town.
They run Kurgan Hall too, man. So
yeah, that's true. And Ishimori is a heel. They like the House of Torture feud's over. They're back to. I guess he's back to being a heel. Oh my god. Nishimori is really not impressed with Mao's shit at the start. He's just not having it. He doesn't want anything to do with it. And he takes over by putting him into the ring post and some arm fuckery, which makes me happy. Mao's offense, it looks weird, but it also looks good. Like, he's got a style of movement that not many other wrestlers have. I guess in New Japan, even though they're completely different, it would be like if I'm watching a Great Khan match he does a lot of moves every other wrestler does, but he's just got this style of movement that's different to other wrestlers. Their movesets are different, by the way, but like just the way Mao moves. But he's also got these kind of comedy flourishes to him too. So, Mao's doing this pose, which involves him kind of flexing his shoulders. And because he's kind of flexed and tensed his shoulders, Ishimori runs at him, bang, with the shoulder, and Ishimori goes down. And I'm sitting here going like, I'm not sure I like you. And then I just freaking mark out. I'm laughing my ass off. I'm like, all right, I think I like Mao. Mao. That's going to happen, everyone. Sorry. Oh, my God. He just makes me laugh. And then to lock in the coolness, he takes a dive from the crowd area of Korakuen Hall onto Ishimori. And, yeah, this guy's showing up for the best of Super Juniors. You goddamn right. That's really cool stuff. Dogs are barking because I'm talking about an Ishimori match here.
Yeah,
it's Muscle
War
Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. There's a boner lock, but Mao, he makes the ropes. There's some awesome back and forth. But Ishimori, the fuck is this? Ishimori reverses a freaking Michinoku driver into a Poison Rana. I know he's not averse to doing them, but I don't recall seeing Ishimori pulling out too many Poison Ranas. So this is awesome. So Ishimori, he doesn't like all these comedy flourishes and all this weirdness from Mao. He's looking to fuck this guy up, and he's going to pull out some stuff to do it. Mao, he's going to do the move where I'm jumping over the ref to hit my cutter, so it hurts more. You see, it looks cool, but
that's great.
There's a lay Mystica attempt by Mao at Ishimori has a head. It gets it. It's like La Mystica. No, it's reversed, but Ishimori kind of lands weird. I'm like, ouch.
Yeah, then, it was like they do the lucha reversal stuff where if they're spinning around, but like it turns into a move that I'm not sure what that was. You know what I mean? It's like, was that a move, or did we just kind of just try something and it didn't happen? So, but everybody's alive, so that's fine.
Yeah, everyone's all right. It's fine. They're back at it, and Mao does something that I don't think I've really seen before, and even LP is like, wait. What was that? And we both agreed because I saw it and he saw it too. It was like a palm strike lariat, in a way, and it looked huge. And I like Mao in this. All right, boo though that you won. Boo. I don't like Ishimori on 0 points. Boo. But Ishimori on 0. If he loses the next match, he'll probably win the rest of the match and make the finals or something like that. So I'm not too worried. But Mao on 4 points, Ishimori on 0. This was super fun. Ishimori has had these 2 matches in a row now have been more of the, yes, good work rate, really fun spots and things like that, but also with this kind of fun comedy factor too. So, good stuff.
At the beginning of the match, Mao was like, I do the flips. And Ishimori's like, motherfucker, I do flips. Are you kidding me? And does some flips. He's like, fuck off. I've been doing flips since before you were born. And then Mao does that like, I am the strong, and he's not muscular, which is why it's funny. So he's like, he's got big shoulders, kind of, but they're not defined. And it just looks like he's, he knows he looks silly when he does it. But Ishimori's looking at him like, I am Muscle Chihuahua. I'm made of muscle. And he's like, look at the fans, like, why are you cheering for this fucking asshole who clearly isn't muscled? Look at me. He
doesn't even work here.
It was pretty
I work here.
I love that. I thought that was fun. Now, I believe that the confusion about the palm strike at the end was because Chris Charlton called it a lariat, and ELP was like, well, no, it was a palm strike. So it was just like a diving palm strike. So, but that was cool. But next, Luke, we have a match which was a lot of fun. It was Clark Connors versus Kanemaru. And this match graphic gets an excited gasp from the crowd. When it goes up, everyone's like, oh, fuck. So that's fun. Let's see here. Okay, so Clark is not going to fall for the Kanemaru gambit. So he comes out, and as soon as he gets in the ring, he just charges at Kanemaru. And that was great.
Oh, yeah.
But then Kanemaru gets a misdirection Goto-style like into the ropes. Nope, I'm going this way, like Taguchi kind of. And hits a misdirection drop kick to Connor's leg and gets the figure 4 on right away. And Connors gets the ropes, but the damage is done, you know? So Connors gets a pounce and a power slam, causing the crowd to bark. And Connors goes into the chairs on one side. This is fun. Connors is like, I'm going to send you into the chairs. Here we go. And, Kanemaru reverses it. Connors bumps into the chairs. So then Kanemaru's like, that was a great idea. I'm going to do this to you on the other side. He does it to him, but then it gets reversed and he goes into the chairs. You know, it's like, it's pretty fun. I like that. Anyway, so Connors gets the tire out from under the ring and hits Shomakato with it. What the fuck? What did Shomakato do? Poor guy. Like Kanemaru uses Shomakato as a human shield, but then pushes him away, and the Connors like hits him anyway with the tire.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck, man? Anyway, so this is like a count out thing. You know, so they're hitting each other, they got the tire, and there's all this shenanigans going on the outside, and the whole time we got this count going on. So they're getting to like 16, 17. They're starting to struggle and wrestle each other, like, from getting in the ring. This is great. So this is a great gimmick. So Kanemaru is almost in, but he's not all the way. Connors has a hold of his leg. He's heard about the fuck your leg thing. And of course, Kanemaru's boot comes off, allowing him to go into the ring at 20 and Connors to fall to the outside. So Kanemaru wins by count out. And that was fun. Gato was also on commentary during this match, and he was laughing and having a good time until the end. And then he just talked a bunch of shit. But Kanemaru's on 2. Connors also on 2.
Yeah. It's not entirely an even Stevensy kind of booked show. So, sometimes they do it, but there's quite a few matches where they do not. If it's okay with you, because of my exhausting day yesterday, I'll do the next 2 and you do the main event.
Sure.
If that's agreeable. Thank you so much. All right, we're back to B block, and there was once upon a time I might have dreaded this kind of match, but it's been a while. It is Show on 0 versus Yo, also on 0. Yo's got booze. Has a sip of it. Chumpy's reffing this, by the way. Of course. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
And Yo has a drink of it. It's just a normal bottle of booze, but Yo's just put like a Yo sticker on the label as well, by the way.
Is it Kanemaru's Suntory? I mean, it's a Suntory bottle.
So Yo has a drink and he chases Show around. It doesn't work though, and the crowd boos because they don't get a Yo whiskey spit on Show. Oh no, Yo, he's chasing Show some more, and Show goes backstage, and Yo backs off. Here's the pimp. Evil's here. I love this about House of Torture, by the way. They don't just have like Evil's back; they got each other's backs. So I like it. It's mostly Show and Evil's backs they have, but I'm allow it. But
this is a gimmick in show matches, right? Where they're not here. We're gonna play fair, and then he chases, Yo chases him around. Then he chases Yo around, and Yo tries to leave through so Yo chases Show through the heel entrance and then comes backing up because Pimpy's there and he acts like it's fucking Godzilla or something. And so he runs away.
That's right.
And then he tries to escape through another door and there is Evil. It was so funny. It's like he's terrified of them,
That's right. And Show, he gets into the ring and he's like, look, Marty, I want a fair match, all right? So no countouts. In fact, I'd like to talk to you about what I saw outside. I think I saw Clark Connors fucking with your tires again. Mm-hmm. So he's got Marty busy
in a headlock.
And in House of Torture, just beat the shit out of Yo and wail on him and then roll him back into the ring. Yo's taped shoulder is sent into an exposed corner. I saw Show do this. In fact, I saw him do it twice. Yo is double teamed by Evil and Yujiro some more, which makes Evil do the ha ha ha. Fucking Makabe laughing. Makabe's going like, you motherfucker, but hey, he's evil, remember Makabe? He does evil things. He said that was good. Yo keeps being sent into the exposed steel as well, over and over again. I'm fucking laughing. Yo makes Show hit the exposed corner 3 times to get some revenge, then hits a Falcon Arrow and a drop kick. There's a Yoshi Goroshi, then an Anaconda Vice, then like an Anaconda Buster, because he's still in the hold and like slams Yo down. That's pretty cool.
That Yoshikoroshi too. For some reason, when Sho got hit with that, he sold just like Robbie did on that backbreaker. He stood up from the pain.
Yeah,
it was
that's
the
right.
same exact sell. I was like, what the? Why are we both doing that tonight? That's wild.
Hey, it's that's the new trend in the Best of Super Juniors this year. It's the sciatica cell. Yeah.
Sciatica cell. I love that. That's good.
Yeah.
it does feel like lightning. So, I get it.
There's a drop of the needle by Yo. And then, look, no offense to all you wonderful wrestlers who take all these amazing bumps, but Marty steals the show. Marty. All right, what happens is Sho shoves Yo into Marty, and Marty does the soccer dive. Like, you know how in soccer, like someone just falls over or just gets a light shove from another player as they're going for the ball, but next thing you know, they're down and they're like, my ankle, give me a free kick. Fuck, I'm all fucked. I mean, but they're just overdoing it. Well, Marty, Yo's shoved into him, and Marty is just like, you know what? This is my time. Sword of glory. And he bumped out of the fucking ring fast as you can. Oh my God, I loved it.
He hit the ring post on the way out of the ring like Desperado does, but from the inside, and then flies out of the ring head first. It was the greatest wrap up ever. And commentary was like, wow, they were trying not to laugh so hard. They were just like,
El Fantasmo says,
amazing.
Can somebody gif that, please, while he's laughing his ass off? I bet you it's been gifted by now. There's low blows by House of Torture. Oh, boo. Lots of boos by the crowd. And Yo, he kind of, he fires back. There's no ref to kind of count yet, so he's got the spanner. And he's about to cheat. He's about to cheat. What a bastard, Yo. What are you doing? He's even stealing cheating gimmicks now, too. But Kanemaru, he does the whiskey spit right in his face. And then I see one of the coolest cheat moves ever. It's like a total elimination to the head with weapons. So Kanemaru runs from the front, Sho from the back, spanner to the back of the head, whiskey bottle to the front to the face. I'm calling that some kind of total elimination. It's very ECW style, I guess, because there's real weapons this time. Shock arrow, and 1, 2, 3. Sho pins Yo, and just to add insult to injury, evil Kanemaru and Yujiro stomp on Yo after the match and beat him up. And I'm fucking laughing. I'm glad Sho won. Look, this is what they're going to do. Sho's probably going to do well in this tournament as well, and it's going to piss everybody off like it always does. He's ruining our tournament. Oh my God. Come on, man. He's having the funny comedy cheat matches. And guess what?
Who's saying that? Who are these people that are saying that?
People always complain about House of Torture, man. Like,
you tell me which people, and I'll go along
them.
with that. Them.
But then just like he's gonna get a lot of points, everyone, and then he's gonna get pipped at the post. He's gonna get spoiled right at the end by some white meat babyface or someone they want to be on a push or something, and it's gonna be all fine. So, but also Sho pins Yo, and that's what you want 10 times out of 10 anyway. So I'm happy. I got to see Yo pin twice. I know he's going to turn around and start getting some fucking points, but he's also got the tag title, so he's not winning the tournament. So I'm very happy with that too.
Luke, I know you're covering the next match, but I want to tell you something about it that it was surprising to me. Is that Master Huato and Dragon Dia are very similar wrestlers, in my opinion. I'm like, they're both kind of like, white meat baby faces that are kind of goofballs a little bit. Maybe people don't take them seriously as much as they should. But then when I see them next to each other, I got a little mad because Dragon Dia is handsome and Wato is not handsome. So it's like,
yeah, Wato's adorable more than he's not an ugly dude, but he's adorable next to handsome. Yeah.
Yeah. It's upsetting.
Put the mask on, Dia, now. Especially
like
when you're in the ring with our boy Wato. Put that fucking mask on. Right.
I also loved how Marty showed up and he's like, I'm going to stick around for this match, even though I just bounced off the floor
on my
head.
That's fucking professionalism. I have that note, by the way. Yeah, it's pretty much like the professionalism by Chumpy here, because we have A Block, Dragon Dyer on 2 points, Master Wato on 0. They're on the outside pretty quick. And Wato, he's like bowling? Now I'm a face, rolls him back in. So Wato's doing leg Nelsons now, and I didn't expect this kind of game from Wato, but Wato's keeping Dragon Dyer grounded in this match. He's why? Hey, I got some submission holds and stuff. I reckon I can twist this guy up like I'm a TMDK guy or some shit. Vegeta's looking at him going, "What the fuck are you doing? You're not a malfaction nerd." But and Despy's looking at him going, "Yeah, that's right. Get him in those submission holds. That's right. That's what I showed you." So it's pretty cool. I like it. And Marty, he's like really quick. He's like, oh, give up. I'm like, the match just started, man. He's barely got the leg Nelson on, and already you're just in there with the give up.
He's got to get shit in, man. You know.
That's it. Oh my goodness. He wants to prove though that he's on the ball and he's not all fucked up from that massive freaking pump.
I'm not concussed.
No.
I promise. Who are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. By the way, just like in some of the Super Junior matches, Marty doesn't really sell in this match. So, you know, probably should know. It's fine. Wato, he's doing a great job. He's keeping Dyer grounded, and Dyer gets this really cool dive in, but Wato's the fucking man, right? Like, it's a huge, it's a Rashida Mente for 2. It looks fucking great, and I think Dyer's pretty light as well. He's strong looking, but you know he's slender, he's sleek.
He's probably 5'1".
Yeah,
maybe.
And you can also get, when you do moves on Dragon, you can get some fucking great air from him as well. So that also helps. But the Rashida Mente for 2, I like the reversal spots right here at the end here. It's great. There's a high angle German. No. There's a Rana attempt by Dragon. No, it's an alley oop instead. What the fuck? Some more amazing reversals, but Wato, he catches Dragon Dyer in a even bigger. I thought the other one was pretty big for a Rashida Mente. This one's fucking extra stank, huge Rashida Mente. So he's got like levels of them, you know. You got the CR1, the CR2, Nagata Lock 1, Nagata Lock 2. You've got the Rashida Mente, and fuck it, let's just call this the Rashida Mente 2. Oh my goodness. It's the money back Rashida Mente. And Rato gets the 3, Wato on 2, Dragon Dyer also on 2. And I thought this was really good. Like, you know, sometimes you get this guy does lots of high-flying moves, so I'm going to keep him grounded for a lot of the match. And that usually annoys me. I'm like, but you high-fly too. Why can't we both do this? I don't know why this worked, but this worked for me a lot more. Maybe it's because it had a bit more of a fast pace to it and things like that. Wato, this is why. Wato made Dragon Dyer work for it. Everything. Like, all right, Wato's doing some pro shit here. So when Dyer does hit some moves, they look fucking cool as hell and like he earned them. So yeah, all right, that's what I'm going with, Mr. Guy. I like this match a lot.
Yeah, it was good. It reminds me of like Wato's Bushi matches where it's like kind of, you would say, rough as guts a little bit, where it's like some of the moves look like they're kind of like, hey, easy guys, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. And I was surprised too, because I thought this would be like a mega babyface match where 2 guys that are huge, massive baby faces that never had a evil bone in their body will do all kinds of flippy shit. And Water's like, no, ain't nobody doing nothing. Up. Yeah, nobody doing nothing. This is my house. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, and he doesn't work here. I do.
Yeah, respect the Wato. Respect the Wato. That was good for him. So he gets the win. And we move on to the main. This is the main event. No, this is not the main event. It is El Desperado versus Nick Wayne. So Red Shoes is here for this, which is why I was confused about whether that was the main event or not. So
yeah, he's doing 2 matches tonight, lazy bastard.
Yeah, well, Marty fell on his head. So, but Desperado has bandages all over his back, and I'm like, well, probably from his match versus. All right, at Takataichi Mania, right?
That's right.
Definitely from that. But Nick Wayne tries to wrestle Desperado, but he doesn't know what this tournament's really about. It's not about cool moves. It's not about no selling. It's not about flipping. It's about leg torture, and that's it. And Desperado's like, I will show you, my son. So that's what he does. It's great. You know, basically Desperado just does these like evil looking holds to like Nick Wayne's leg the whole match. It's great. So I love that. Nick reverses a knee smash with a knee strike with his good knee, which I thought was cool. And he starts getting some moves in and throws a Desperado into the ring post, and he bumps like Marty did. So anyway,
still Marty shit, man.
That's what I'm saying. Marty came up with that for sure. But there's a big top rope moonsault from Nick, frog splash from Nick. And a cool New Japan Juniors reversal stuff ends in a Desperado spine buster into numero dos. Nick Wayne gets out of it with a Rana for a double down. Then there's a Saito suplex and guitar of death for 2 from Desperado. And Nick, let's see here. He gets some really nice and close near falls here at the end, like through like doper counters and roll ups and stuff like that. So he gets a roundhouse to Desperado's fucking head, and then fisherman buster thingy for 2. Fast strike battle. Nick Wayne gets a cutter and then a destroyer.
Tiger destroyer.
And he pins Desperado.
Yeah, look, I'm just going to leap right in here. I like surprises in my tournaments and in my wrestling. I think you do too. But then sometimes a surprise will happen and I'm just like, no, don't like. And no offense to you, Mr. Nick Wayne. It was a good match and you did good in it. I don't want to see you pin the junior champion.
No.
AEW, man. Sorry, I didn't want that. And now I've seen it. And look, good for you. Like, it's fine. But man, you
know why I don't like it? It's because he just showed up. That's obviously one thing, but also because there's guys in there who have not pinned Desperado ever that like
use it more.
That like have tried a bunch of times, and then this Johnny Come Lately comes in here and just does it right away. What have you done? Have you earned my respect as a New Japan fan? You have not with your Ring of Honor title that Show stepped on. You know, but
that's right.
I don't like it, but that's okay. I think he's supposed to be a dirtbag, so that works out fine. You know, so main event, I guess I'll handle that as well. Is that correct?
Sure.
All right. It is Hiromu versus Fujita, and this is fun. This did not go the way I thought it was going to go.
This is surprise in the good way.
yeah. Well, I thought Hiromu would be an asshole and just fuck up Fujita's leg or arm, and that's what he does, you know, while hitting chops a million times. This might be more fuck your chest than it is fuck your leg, you know, but they get right to the chops right away. And Fujita gets a little bit of shine, you know, hitting a big top rope move to the floor and scores a couple 2 counts, and then Hiromu gets the upper hand and beats his fucking ass. He oh, by the way, Fujita also uses the Aussie kick, and he hits one with some chops, and they have a cool like kick fight and then a German suplex fight, and it's a very fun match. It's exciting. Hiromu hits a super time bomb off the top rope for 2, and Fujita kicks out of that, and I'm like, okay, interesting, interesting, because that's not normal. So it was early in the match though. For this, you know, this is a main event match. You know, it's going to be like 20 minutes, and it was like 8 minutes in when that happened. You know, I was like, oh boy. But he kicks out. Then there's another big move, and Fujita kicks out at 1. It's a big lariat, and Hiromu is like, okay, bro, that's fine. I'll just chop you a bunch more times. And this is when Fujita's chest starts to change colors. It started like kind of like a tan skin color, you know, and then it turned red, and then it turned another color that's like a mix of colors that people call purple. But it's like that thing where you take a bunch of crayons and you just run, you know, you put the same, like a bunch of different colors in the same space, and it doesn't turn black. It turns this like kind of black, but it's not really. It's more just like purple kind of, you know.
Deep purple.
That's the color. Yeah, Deep Purple. That's a great band. I like that. You know, I didn't know that Perfect Strangers was that one ECW wrestler who I don't like. I didn't know it was his theme song. I knew that I like that song independently. And then when I found out that it was his theme song, I liked it less.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The guy, he's the one who took the Eastern Championship Wrestling and stomped on the NWA belt, and he hates wrestling, but
Oh, yeah.
Who cares?
Mustache, what a
Yeah,
goatee on him. Yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah, fuck this guy anyway.
Anyway, he's like the one ECW guy that like was not a good worker. But anyway, so that was fun. But we're doing more chops. This is changing colors. Fujita gets his finisher, but Hiromu kicks out and puts a foot on the rope. Both kicks out and puts a foot on the rope. Easy, buddy. Easy. So then we get a Burgeoning German for 2 from Fujita. Fujita hoists Hiromu up on his shoulders just like he did the other guy. Torture rack version of his finisher. Fujita wins. He beats Hiromu. That is a milestone in the life of a young junior, beating Hiromu. That's a big deal. When Doki finally did it, he won Best of Super Juniors. So I'm just saying, right? Didn't he win Best of
No, he won the title.
He won the title.
Was the champion or something.
Yes,
yeah.
That's what I meant. But it was big things. So, and then when Watto beat him, or was he injured out? No, Watto did beat him. Best of Super Juniors. So you beat Hiromu, big things coming. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and hey, New Japan has to start pushing all of their younger guys. They just do. You know, that's it's the time for it. And what better way to put some of those? You've got some juniors there that when they get beat, that kind of means something. Ishimori is one of them. El Desperado, of course, and he's the champion, so he's another one of them, and so is Hiromu as well. You beat one of those three, you might be in for some good things in the junior division, I think. So yeah, no, this was a great match, great double main event. The only thing that's maybe Nick and Despy didn't main event because Nick Wayne won, and maybe they were worried that the crowd would be not happy about that. And
usually everybody gets the main event one night, unless you're Dragon Dia. He's like the only guy that didn't get to last year.
Last year, yeah, that's true. You know, so Taguchi's had his time. Fujita gets the win in Korakuen Hall against Hiromu Takahashi. Like, you got to feel like you won the title even if you didn't. You know, yeah. So that's 3 nights. You know, that's awesome. I love it. I'm in. Let's go. It's tournament season. We're not going to do previews of upcoming shows because I don't want to have that speculation part of my head. Just like on the night, let's go. Oh, it's this match now. It's this match now. And I'll try to keep a tally of the points as we go. But other than that, that was 3 nights of fucking awesome junior wrestling. I've loved it. And go Robbie Eagles. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. That was fun. We got a few more nights to go, and I mean like 20, but it's fun to be at the beginning of the tournament. It's going to be a great tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. And unless Mr. Guy has anything else that he'd like to mention, Clark Connors, you owe me some tires.